Getting you this breaking news from Nagpur. India spin bowler Ravindra Jadeja has been fined 25% of his match fee for breaching level 1 of the ICC Code of Conduct during the first test against Australia that took place in Nagpur. India has won against Australia, but Jadeja was found to have breached Article 2.20 of the ICC Code of Conduct for players and a player support personnel, which relates to displaying conduct that is contrary to the spirit of the game. In addition to this, one demerit point has been added to Jadeja's disciplinary record, for whom it was the first offence in a 24-month period. In fact, the allegations are also of Ravindra Jadeja using an ointment on the ball, for which he has now been fined 25% of his match fee. We will get experts on the we will get experts on the phone to give us a sense of what this could mean for the player. Just giving a quick overview for our viewers that Ravindra Jadeja has been fined 25% of his match fee for breaching level 1 of the ICC Code of Conduct during the first test that took place in Nagpur. This was a match against Australia that India has won. One demerit point has been added to Jadeja's disciplinary record. It was his first offence in the 24-month period. Now, the said incident that has taken place in the 46th over of Australia's first innings, when Jadeja allegedly applied a soothing cream to a swelling on the index finger of his bowling hand without asking for permission to do so from the on-field umpires. Reports also suggest that Jadeja has admitted the offence and accepted the sanction proposed by Andy Pycroft of the Emirates ICC Elite Panel of Match Referees. So there was no need for a formal hearing. Now, in reaching his decision, to sanction the player along with level 1 sanction, the umpire has imposed the match. He imposed, in fact, that the match referee was satisfied that the cream was applied to the finger purely for medical purposes. Now, the cream was not applied to an artificial substance to the ball, and consequently, it did not change the condition of the ball, which would have been in breach of clause 41.3 of the ICC playing conditions. So, on-field umpires Nitin Menon and Richard Ellingworth, third umpire Michael Gog, and fourth umpire K.N. Anantha Padmanabham levelled this charge against India's spin bowler Ravindra Jadeja. Chandrasekhar Luthra, senior sports journalist, has joined us on this broadcast. Mr. Luthra, if you can give our viewers a sense of what has happened and what is the implication of this decision by the ICC on Ravindra Jadeja.
Well, you have to understand these are serious offences, and implication is simple. Now he's under watch, and after one, obviously, breach, he'll be, obviously, if he breaches again, like this, any other thing, then he'll be banned. Depends on what kind of offence ICC will, take in the next level. One, but my point is larger. Ravindra Jadeja is very, very experienced player. He's very mature in that sense, and at his age, at his level, I think it is very, very, I would say, childish to attract this kind of penalty at his age. So we all know how creams could, we have seen that John Lever, if you remember, when Lever came to India in late 60s or early 70s, how he was applying balm or gel, on the ball to get that extra benefit from the ball. So these are serious. And after that, ICC came up with, in 90s, and the new laws came in. And they came up with harsh decisions or harsh penalties after that. So he should be aware of these things, and why he did not inform the on-field umpire, because this is very simple. If you're applying anything other than, the towel, you have to inform the umpire. You have to give it to probably, the wise decision is to hand over your cream or that tube to the umpire, and you can keep it during the course of the match. If that injury has happened during the match, and if he was carrying this injury into the match, then it is again a serious thing, because unless and until you have got injured inside the ground, then obviously even now a runner is not provided for any injury. If you have not got that injury, within the course of the match. So these are things, and at what stage they have not explained. I was curious to know at which stage he applied that, the cream. Whether that.
Mr. Luthra, in fact, as per the reports, what we're getting to know is that it was in the 46th over of Australia's first innings was when the soothing cream was applied on his index finger. Thank you very much, Chandrasekhar Luthra, for joining us on the phone line. Hemant